When I was 15, I got COVID-19. I spent about 90 days in the hospital.
My name is Craig Cartmill.
And I'm Maria Cartmill. We have 5 kids.
3 boys and 2 girls. So we have Rowen, Jonas, Everly, Reeve, and Karis.
And Rowen is 16.
Basically, I got COVID. It got worse and worse progressively to where I was having trouble breathing.
I just felt in my gut that we needed help that Randall could give us.
Pretty early on, after his first few hours at the hospital, they realized we need to put him on life support. It's 50-50 if we do this. It's 0 if we don't.
He got ill very, very quickly. He had walked into the ER and then within hours was put on a breathing machine and was placed on ECMO. ECMO means extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, which is just a really fancy term for we take the blood out of your body and we run it through a machine that does the same things that your organs would normally do. So it puts oxygen into the blood, it takes CO2 out of the blood, and then puts it back in your body.
He was on ECMO, my understanding is about 54 days. We were told he could not have brain function or he could have lost a lot of neurological stuff. And as soon as he woke up, he couldn't talk. He's got the tube in his mouth. So he grabs the whiteboard and a Sharpie. He's all drugged up and this is his first moment. And he scribbles. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And finally we look at it and it says water.
So it actually is his handwriting. It says water.
And that moment was big because at that moment we knew he's here. Like he has a shot.
First couple of times when I woke up, just seeing the community come together around me was really cool.
They did so many things. I mean, they laughed with us, they cried with us, they hugged us, they prayed with us. They cared so deeply for our son. You know, they played games with him. Yeah, there was never a moment, even though you're in the loneliest place ever, we never felt alone. There were a lot of ups and downs though, and there was a point where just different parts of his body were shutting down, his heart, his kidneys.
You know, at that time, I reached out to colleagues across the nation and said, what else can we do for Rowen? There has to be something. You know, he walked in here and there has to be a way to get him out. And talking to experts around the country, some people had recommended putting in a catheter that we had not used before, which is something called a Protec catheter, which is a catheter that gets inserted into the neck and actually bypasses the part of the heart that's failing. Once we were able to better support his heart and support the rest of his body, he was clearly feeling better. And then his kidneys started getting better and we were able to come off of dialysis, and then slowly his lungs got better. I think that this moment really illustrated everything that I love about Randall, because we said, we have to do this. We have to find this catheter. We have to find it today. And we have to find a way to put it in, and we have to find a way to train for it. And we made it happen.
Sometimes I was observing as a parent advocate, but then I'm also watching these moments where I'm like, this is a team that is functioning really, really well. I just saw this collaboration and humility of we gotta go do what's right for Rowen, and that teamwork is pretty special.
I think I'm really proud that our value here at Randall is to push and say, what else can we do? What else can we do for this patient? How can we think outside of the box, and how can we be creative to find a solution for each individual patient?
Getting out was just a lot of excitement. I felt almost in unbelief that it was actually happening. I couldn't wait for the day to be over to where I could walk out.
It was just such a celebration. All the doctors, all the nurses in the lobby cheering for him. I think a lot of people at the hospital told us they've never seen anything like it. Just all the people who genuinely cared and were rooting for our son.
So after my experience in the hospital, I'm definitely heavily considering going into the medical field. I feel like people saved my life. I feel like it'd be cool if I could save other people's lives.
He is such a special kid, and he draws so many people in, and we're thankful. It's kind of like his second chance at life, and it's been such a gift.